and we have the campground stuff. You know, I was telling this group, you know, that not only variances are things we want, but things we don't have to adhere to. There's, you know, we could plus or minus things too. Lighted walkways, you know, absolute distances between each camping unit, blah blah blah. I hope that
what I recall from what Doug was explaining, it can be very vague.
Like his name, vaguely. Sorry, we've been
That's okay.
Chuckling about that.
So, you know, the description of it can be vague enough so that you're not locked into
good.
Yay.
Extreme parameters.
Absolute,
yeah.
right. Okay.
Micromanagement.
Good. Well, you know, again, you know, I've been, as a member of this group, very pro, let's do this, let's cooperate, let's keep getting along, because you guys, and I'm sure, you know, the health department too, is just going to say, like, okay, this is the cooperation we've asked for, you know.
It does help immensely.
Yeah. We can't just run
especially where this is not normal.
Right.
This doesn't fall into any existing.
It doesn't fit into any square. So
we're all learning, huh?
As long as there's cooperation and willing to work, I think everybody's willing to kind of work.
Yes.
And be part of that process.
Good.
So I think we've had for weeks and weeks and weeks very good communication and cooperation and moving forward. So it continues.
Good. Well, it's been incumbent upon us to show up to that too. So.
Hey, I like the other day when the squads came by going after someone. It just chirped once and then chirped again, and then
got him down there.
Once he got so far away, he just flipped on full blast. And he was like, "Wow, nice."
Nice, polite.
Yeah.
I have not yet. I'm talking with the realtor people. I noticed there's a broken window on the far side that they're going to have to patch up. So I'll be speaking with them today about that. We're checking on that as well. We're trying to track down the registered owner of that and see what the deal is.
So I think that van's owned by this guy named Arthur, a friend of Miles. It isn't? Yeah, he opened it.
I'm going, that don't sound good. No.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Are you seeing any issues with the amount of wood we're burning? Because one of the fellows that brings in wood is just like, man, you guys go through a lot of wood. Now, we have security up all night. We have people that, you know, do the campfire after GAs, yada yada. But it looks like we're going to be using, you know, wood throughout.
I would imagine that.
Right.
It's cold. I have not heard any complaints or issues. I did see some conversation from the fire marshal that he was okay with the concept you had here with supervision and the graded burning pit, we'll call it.
Okay.
So
far so good.
Yeah. So you have it away from tenting, so it's not combustible hazard to the tents. So it smells good.
I may be out of the loop on this, but are we expecting other agencies to be coming by this week?
I would expect it. Not expect it. I would anticipate it periodically. I know Ed, the fire marshal, will be down today. Health may come back down periodically. I'll pop in.
Sure.
Every other day or so. So
just as the regular ongoing visits rather than anything special.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. Because we have the city agencies that have any type of regulatory areas with this. They have a responsibility to continue to make sure everything's safe.
Sure, that makes sense.
So,
yeah.
Because we don't, from a city agency and from city agencies and from a city standpoint, we're treating you differently already, but we have to treat you in manners that are consistent with other groups, so that if other groups come and say, well, we want to do something similar, we can say, well, these are the rules that we worked out and parameterized, and these are the things they follow. So at least there's some.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Some work in progress for future events. So.
Well, it's good too that, you know, just going along with that, as we, you know, conform to this, then you have a delineation of like, well, when we work with special group, this is what the group met, you know, and was able to maintain a happy relationship with.
Correct.
And
It sets parameters for this type of activity.
Yeah.
Jen,
Well, my big word
I don't
with
have
this
mine
is,
with me.
sustainability.
No,
we
got
That's what we're shooting for. That's what we have to sell to the larger group.
It has
have
to.
their own sheet.
I have to have my own
sustain that,
sheets. If there are already signatures on
we
it,
have to,
I can't do it.
you know, bend, but we
It looks
see
like
the
there's a
city
blank
bending
one.
towards us too. So
Okay.
it's
Here, Brian, do you want to hold this?
don't get this side of my face. This side.
what side? That side? Okay.
And we're hoping that they're going to work with us instead of come in and give us, well, this has to change, instead of like, and the next time we come by, it's going to be $75 or whatever.
Sure.
You know, I'm hoping that's not going to happen. We're not sure.
From meetings I've been involved with, the campground permit, one of those regulatory functions, just to ensure safety in camp settings. So there's,
Just hoping they work with us like you guys.
and they will. When I was telling DP that they're trying to make it very vague at this point, is that there are regulations on, you know, number of sites and tents and things like that.
25 sites.
Yeah, this I don't believe they're going to
be on a site.
correct. They're not going to define that. They're just going to basically have this permit and, you know, just kind of move that forward. Yeah. Yep. Yep, they are. They are.
$75 re-inspection fee.
Right. So that's a discussion today should be the length of the permit and if there's additional fees beyond this. And I don't want to speak out of turn from my counterparts in the city, but I believe they have an answer you'll appreciate, but I want you to hear it from them so we're not getting mixed messages.
And this is today?
Yes.
I missed that part.
No, that's me contacting Doug today.
So that's all I had. So I'm going to go back to my office and move some more papers.
Is it warm again? Thanks again for being here.
You're
and
welcome.
helping us out.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Morning, sir.
That's me.
I'm Carl.
I'm Dave.
Nice to meet you, Dave.
That's me.
I'm again just awestruck by the fact that, given the usuals for Wisconsin, which are crazy, we've had pretty good weather since we've been here. I mean, a couple of tough spots, but damn,
Yep.
we lucked out.
Now, the important thing, I think you realize this, it's going to be getting colder. Yeah. So I mean, that's just inevitable.
Yeah.
So and I can say honestly, that's becoming kind of more of the concern of the sustainability of the cold. So
One thing we got going for us, Officer Getty, is these things are covered. As long as we got a windbreak, like the tarp going over them, sleeping bags and blankets are actually quite warm. I was in one of these tents, and I was actually had to unzip my coat. I was getting too warm.
Sure. Yep.
I sleep like a baby out here. Because my tent's right there, which is a little too close to this. We have conversations all night.
I like the cold.
I know where to move to.
I have trouble in the summer when it gets too hot. What do you do when you're sweating your own skin?
Right.
You only take so much off.
Okay. If there's any questions you have, people, try to give me a call, shoot me an email, and I'll see if I can know what people are.
Beautiful. Okay. Thanks a lot.